out here. Right. To add a folder is super easy. You just go simply add a folder and add team members within that folder itself. All right. Any questions so far here for the organizations and folders?
No.
No. I do. Sorry, Cyril. When I was creating the folders yesterday with my classes, I have 2 senior 3 groups, but it was limiting me to 15 users or something. Is that right?
Correct. I think the plan that you're set on right now limits you 15. And I think because you mentioned that it would be about 14 students in each classroom plus one professor, right? One faculty member. So that's how we divided in 15 users limit. But if you need more, I can set that up for you.
That would be great because some of us have 3 senior 3 classes, so it's going to amount to 35 plus students.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, sure. So we'll increase the limit on that.
That would be great. Okay, great. Thank you.
No worries. Yep. So you can add as many users then from there onwards. All right. Any other question here?
No.
No.
Very clear.
Okay, brilliant. All right. So I'll jump inside one of the folders here so we can see what's going on. Maybe I'll pull a folder. All right. So there's a women's top folder. First thing to note here is this colorful strip right at the bottom here. Right? This is a great way to see where each style is at any given time. And these all are the different styles that I've been working on. Okay? So TechPacker is very flexible. I mean, it can be used for, of course, apparel, handbags, shoes, home furnishing items, or gift items. So a lot of different kind of products can be handled directly here. So this colorful strip, can you guys see this right at the bottom from design to warehouse?
Yes.
Is there anybody who cannot see this colorful strip? Okay, great. So this is the workflow. And I have actually designed this workflow for my organization. And you can do that too. Whenever you create a folder, you can actually set these up. And this is a quick way to see where I am at any given time, right? So if I want to see which styles are currently at which design stage, so I can filter them, or which ones I have already in first fitting, or TOP stage, or purchase order sent, or production, right? So I can actually filter them and quickly see. To move a style from one stage to another, you just have to click here where there's a little icon and move them to next stage, right? So it just tags them. And now this one would be in the send to factory stage. Right? Now to design this workflow, you can actually just click here. You can customize it according to your need. So if your need is, you may not have design sent to factory, maybe approval, right, from the faculty or something. So you can actually set that up directly, or showcase first sample, or add fit approval comments. So you can actually just manage this yourself and add stages directly here and set that up for your team. All right. Any questions about the stages or workflow here?
I have a question. If I am setting up the workflow and then students log in, are they able to change the workflow, or can they not touch that then?
Yeah, so all your team members are able to change that workflow. The way to avoid that is actually you can just add them as users. Okay, so for that I have to step back a little bit. You have to change the rights that you give it to them, right, when you add them.
Okay.
So we can take care of that for you from our end. If that's something that you would like to avoid them changing this, I'll keep a note and we'll make sure that all the students do not have the right to change this.
Because I see myself more as like a manager, and I want to set it up for them, and then they have to do the flats and follow the rules we are giving them as a system.
You can easily adjust that when you create your folder, Lucas. You can change it to user or supervisor. So just keep them right as user. Is that right?
Correct. Yes. So I'll step back one moment. So when you add them to your organization, when you add their email address first time, make sure you add them as users. Don't add them as supervisors. And from our end, we'll make sure that they do not have rights to change or make changes to the make changes to the stages.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. All right, so let's go back to that folder again. Any other question here?
Nope.
No? Okay, great. So, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Let's go back. You can also set planned versus actual dates. I don't know whether this will be useful for you, but if you want to be really, really like tight on the schedule and work like a real fashion industry where everything is running late, so you can actually set up time tracking where you can set up the planned dates for each stage, right? And whenever you move a stage, it would automatically set up the actual dates. So it's totally up to you whether you want to decide onto that. And you can set up planned versus actual dates. And then later on, when you're ready, you can actually pull reports and see where each student is just by looking at the entire report. Right? So I'll let you to decide on that. But just to show you how to set up, like for each style, like if you want to set up plan dates, you just simply select all, go up here and go set plan start and end dates from here itself. All right. So, all right. So I think that covers the workflow, the stages, and everything. Should we jump into one of the style, or if anyone has any questions about this?
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can jump into the styles.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's jump into this woman's 5-stripe jacket that I have here. All right, so each style is divided in 3 major parts, which is sketches, materials, and then measurements. Right? And then you have other sections. Don't get confused by these sections right now. You can avoid those. Let's just focus on these 3. In sketches, as like the name suggests, it's all like design details. Materials is all your bills of material. So all of those would appear here. And measurements is all your point of measurements. Right? Now, with sketches,